My recap. My recap. From the drug-filled mind of Mayuda.
Very much.
Let's see what I remember. Okay. So, we went to this hospital place because we're supposed to be here to get medication for the town. Because the town's been getting shitty meds that are laced with taint. That bullshit that made me a pipsqueak. I'm upset about this still. And then we ran into a bunch of raider fuckwads. And while I just wanted to bash all their skulls in, everyone else insisted that we might actually try to get them to surrender. And hey, it worked. We have a raider homeboy now. He's cute. Too bad we'll probably have to kill him later. Anyway. So, then we went and found that they had a little foal and a mare. I'm pretty sure they're pedophiles. Fuck them. And then we murdered all of them. Religiously. And stopped what was apparently a horrible, horrible act in progress that I kind of hit one of them in the cunt over it. As a first response. It wasn't even like, you know, a last-ditch effort or no, it was just straight up out the gate. And then we, I played patty cake and tic-tac-toe and got my ass kicked by a 3-year-old.
She's 7, but yeah, okay, that's pretty accurate.
And then we went downstairs and, Violet? Or which one of you convinced the robot that we were fine?
That was Blueberry.
Yeah, Blueberry. Blueberry walked up and totally convinced the robot we were fine. It was racist towards me, too. And it even couldn't be racist enough to convince itself to still try to kill me.
I mean, silver lining?
So now my tiny ass is hauling around a 50 caliber machine gun and an unholy amount of meds. I'm gonna be high as fuck all the time.
Is that you finished, Fee?
Yep.
Who do you want to elect to do it next week? Oh wait, no, we're not having a game next week because I won't be here. Who do you want to do it 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now... I think James should do it in character, just for the shiggles, because I actually want to hear his character talk for more than 5 seconds.
Okay, it's good that I got pen and paper here. I'll be taking notes.
You have been elected.
You know, WordPad works too. Oh wait, that's only if you have a PipBuck. Never mind.
You know what? Using a text document might help because I can't actually read my own writing. So some of the things I'm writing down, I'm supposed to be remembering. I don't actually know how to read. That being said, the very last thing you all did is turn on the security system and hear pain screams of machine gun fire. What are you doing?
Did we just murder a bunch of ponies with machine gun fire?
No. Roll perception, please, everybody.
Okay, I'll try.
Oh, fuck me. It's not 1. It's not 10. Roll 20 is being a fucking
Okay,
bitch.
so we got the full spectrum here.
I am on my ninja game today. Prepare for Zeeb Assassin mode. And then Mission Impossible music starts playing.
Awesome. So, Blueberry and Grease, you just hear machine gun fire. You can't really tell where it's coming from. However,
I'm still
Mayunda,
going.
Sorry.
I'm still going what from earlier.
Yep, you still got that blast. So, Myenda, you are absolutely 100% sure that the screaming machine gun fire is currently coming from this room up here. Violet, you also hear the machine gun fire and screaming, but you're convinced it's coming from in here.
Wait, which room?
So, you think it's in here, up in the top left, and Violet thinks it's in the top right. After a few more seconds, the machine gun fire and screaming dies down. So, what are you all doing?
Hey, so generally I think it's a bad idea to run towards machine gun fire.
Let's walk carefully.
Yes, walk carefully into machine gun fire.
Yes, I carry a big stick. I'll walk softly.
God damn it. Okay, where are you going? So, as you come around the corner, there's a machine gun. It looks at you for a moment, and then it goes back to pointing down the other corridor. Your IFF tags are working.
Does anybody here have a pip book?
No.
Then what IFF tags?
Do you not remember when you were in the downstairs?
Oh.
Somebody went to the security system and grabbed them. You have little red discs, and they're basically what's stopping them from shooting you to death.
We have
Because they're
security
convinced
badges.
that, yeah, Blueberry. They're convinced Blueberry is the head of security.
Didn't level up my character. At least on roll 20. Should say 7. And athletics should say 4.
Even though I'm still beat to hell from the little pipsqueak nailing me with her hammer.
Violet. Seabreeze is attached to your leg.
Violet, can you hear us? If you can hear us, no, we cannot hear you.
I can hear Daju.
I can hear him.
Oh, I know why I can't hear him.
Because you
Got me muted.
Yep,
No.
had you muted because you were sitting across from me for the last week.
I had him muted because I could hear him through your mic last week.
Alright. So I have a filly attached to my leg.
She's smiling up at you. She's really happy. She's fluttering her wings.
Well, hop on, kiddo.
There's a small moment, and then there's a squee, and then she hops up onto your back.
Better there than wrapped around my leg where I can't, move adequately if I have to get out of the way of fire.
She just smiles. I'm Seabreeze.
Okay, Mayuda is not stealthy right now. She's trying to be, and failing.
You're not the sneaky pawn.
I'm trying to have a conversation here. I know. I'm trying as well. And failing. And I'm sorry for that.
It's just I'm so agitated because this blonde little shit walked into my room, destroyed my 70-inch plasma screen TV, and is now trying to impress me like I'm his alcoholic father.
Mayuda's going to open the door and have a look around.
Roll endurance? Or, yeah. No, it'd be willpower, so roll willpower. And do you open the door fully for everybody else to have a look inside?
No.
Oh, just you roll willpower for the moment. Awesome.
Hi.
Like a boss.
You are completely unfazed by the fact they're cooking a pony on top of a spit roast over here.
Oh. I see they went full long venison.
Oh, so they went full Wilson.
Well, put it this way, it's less pony meat and more just burned meat at this point. They've not done a good job. It's really, really bad.
Is anything else in the room that's noticeable, or should I start searching?
Roll perception. In fact, no, you already found them in because you blew the fucking doors off. Never mind. No, you can just search.
I'll make the endurance roll.
It's willpower, but yeah.
I need to make a luck 10 character one day.
Yeah, you do. Well, you do find 2 bits of strange meat, and you're pretty sure it's pony meat.
Where is willpower?
So just roll 1d10 less than your willpower.
Are you looking at the in-game Roll20 sheet, or are you looking at your Google Docs sheet?
The Roll20 sheet. I have to work on my Google Docs.
Willpower is at the bottom of the first sheet, just above initiative.
There it is.
Please do the same, Blueberry. Brisk has been eating this shit, so he doesn't need to. And as soon as you enter the room, Violet, you also must do so.
I blew it by 3.
Awesome. Throw up your lunch.
No. I'm throwing up breakfast and lunch.
That's 4 degrees of success.
Awesome.
Pony puke, the most important meal of the day.
I'm just seeing what Seabreeze is one sec.
Also, does she get a bonus from innocence?
You know what? Yeah. And the fact that she's sat on somebody who she now considers to be trustworthy. She thinks you'll keep her safe. Nope, she still failed. So, she doesn't throw up, but she is most definitely shuddering on your back. Are they eating ponies?
I don't know, Seabreeze, but for the time being, know that they're all dead, so it's not a problem anymore.
She turns and looks to Brisk. Were you going to eat me? He just kind of shrugs.
Mayuda turns around, walks up to him with the hammer, answer the question.
Violet also steps over to him.
So you're using both the power of the hammer and the power of the boner against him right now.
Yeah?
Okay. You watch him visibly and audibly gulp. Oh, fuck's sake, Fee. So not only does he visibly gulp, he actually takes a step back from you. No, we would never eat a kid. Never. His eyes look shiftily left and right. Seabreeze just kind of buries herself into your fiery mane.
Actually, the funny thing is that her mane is actually pretty much normal. It's her tail that's always on, almost always on fire.
That's fair. Well, she buries herself into your mane regardless, and she's hiding. But yeah, Brisk is not very convincing in his lie. He very much would have ate the kid if it came to it. And that much should be obvious to anybody. Apart from you, Greasy, because you're still throwing up.
I'm gonna break his
I'd
leg.
say I'm... Go ahead, V.
No, go. You. Everybody else get a reaction right now because Mayuda looks clearly pissed.
I would say I'm disappointed, but the lack of fresh food around, you'll resort to whatever means necessary. That being said, you do it again, and I'll let her have a go at you.
What is Blueberry's reaction to cannibalism?
Aiming his gun at the guy. Or guns.
I don't remember eating any corn.
Okay, you finished throwing up. What is your reaction, Greasy? Now that you've expelled your lunch?
Risk. It's very simple. You do that again. I'm going to give Mayenda a ball peen hammer to work on you with. And then we're going to have the doctor fix the limbs so you don't fix it so you don't die. Then we're going to let the other person do a little target practice. And then we'll fix you up again. And then we're going to give the doctor a chance to experiment on you. And then I will quietly put you out of your misery with a 9mm to a vital organ. I would say your brain, but I don't think you have one.
Very eloquently put. But the fact that he's working with us and being honest is...
He tried to lie.
Well, not a lot of people would look on cannibalism for the sake of survival as something that would be acceptable. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the same medical expertise that I do, and honestly, at certain stages of starvation, cannibalism becomes an option.
Hey, what the shit?
I'm going to stop you for a moment and point out that when you did loot their room that had all their shit they've stolen, you did find food. I mean, it
doesn't
wasn't
mean
fresh.
Doesn't mean that it was being shared with the lower.
I'm not saying it was. I'm just pointing it out, but that's fine. You can continue.
The number of people that had to resort to cannibalism that I've had to treat while I've been a member of the caravan, it's certainly far fewer than I would expect, but more than I can count on my hooves, tail, and horn.
Hey, Fee,
Yes.
roll willpower real quick. Okay, that's fine.
Mayunda growls, stomps her hooves, threatens to break his kneecaps through the grip of her hammer, and then storms off to search the rest of the room. On her way by, smashing the fire so the pony stops cooking.
Roll strength just to see how far this goes. And were you attacking the fire directly, or were you hitting the machinery that it was cooking on?
She's trying to put the fire out.
Okay.
Using
the fire goes out.
using the stomp and stir method.
Yeah, that's fine. Fire goes out, and slowly the spit roast just kind of stops. And there's a very thoroughly cooked, probably earth pony, but you really, really can't be sure at this point. Not without taking a very, very close look. Brisk, meanwhile, suitably chastised, is just kind of bowing his head and not saying anything, nodding at all the chastising he's getting. Meanwhile, I forgot which it was. Let me check our thing, sorry. So yeah, the brown coated unicorn that you found being raped, she looks about ready to kill him. Did any of you give her a gun, actually?
No.
Okay. I won't even bother then. She does, however, turn to you, Violet. How can you not be angry?
Have you been to Philadelphia?
She just kind of looks at you.
That wasn't a rhetorical question. Yes or no?
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders. No, I've never been to Philadelphia, but you found me being pinned down and she just kind of shudders.
And we murdered them for it.
Why haven't you murdered this one?
Because, unlike the others, he was willing to listen and try and be better.
He steps on a line, I'm shoving a hammer up his ass.
He's on the path of redemption. It's a long path.
He eats ponies.
Yeah. And there are a fair number of honest-to-goodness decent folk that I've treated for the after effects of cannibalism that resorted to it out of necessity. So, yes, morally reprehensible. Yes, disgusting. But when necessary, it's necessary.
She looks disgusted with you, but she doesn't take it any further. So, is anybody else going to search the room?
I'll help me under.
Roll luck if you're going to search the room, please.
Hi.
Holy shit. Roll 20 does not
Really
like
roll
anything.
20?
So, Reese, as you're going to, look around the fireplace, see if there's anything valuable, the spit roast falls over and you have cooked pony meat land on you. Like, the entire cooked thing is falling over onto you. Roll strength to see if it knocks you over, please. Violet, you also find strange meat that you're pretty convinced is pony meat.
I pitch it into the fire.
roasting, please. Okay, it doesn't knock you over, but it's pretty disgusting.
I dry heat for a minute. Wipe the mouth and continue on, hoping to do better.
Blueberry,
Yeah.
you find a single shotgun. It has 5 20 gauge rounds and is in 54% condition.
Did you say 54%?
54%.
And how many rounds?
It was 5 rounds.
Okay.
So, after you've searched the room, and there's a not muddy, meaty thud as the cooked whatever it was falls over after it falls onto Greasy. You search the room. Under this desk, you find a shotgun. The rest of you just find strange meat that you're all very much convinced is equine. What are you doing now?
Can I see
Which
the
way-
door down here?
Can you see the what, sorry?
Can I see the door down here?
Yes. Yes, you can.
I make the comment, where did we hear that machine gun fire come from?
At which point I assume Mayuta and Violet point in opposite directions.
Well, I'm assuming that my under point is one direction. Violet, are you pointing in the direction you had the machine gun fire?
Yeah, I mean, I point in the direction that I thought I heard it, but I'm also going down to check out this other room.
Awesome. So the two of you point in opposite directions.
Yep. It's this
I'll go
way!
I'll go with my end if everybody else wants to go the other way.
Blueberry, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow the little one.
Okay.
Now, hang on. Looks at the two of you. Looks over at Violet. If we're really splitting up, then we should split up based on who's armed. Have some sense.
God damn it, Fee!
Well, actually, we just need to search the entire building, and we haven't been through this room yet. So let's take our time and do this right.
Trots over. Fine, but I'm pretty sure the machine gun fire was from the other room.
Okay, we've still got to clear the entirety of this building just to make sure that there are no raiders here. We wouldn't want to send another, scavenging party out here and have them get ambushed.
At this point, Brisk kind of pipes up. Oh, we're not the only raider gang in this general area. Somebody will probably come back. I mean, we've had to defend it more than once. That's why we've set up the mines.
Yes, but unlike any other group of raiders that would be showing up here, our scavenging team will have IFF tags. So the machine guns won't fire on them. We're going to leave them active.
He just kind of nods. Huh. Makes sense.
As he goes, that's a good idea.
He's a raider, he's got shit for brains. He's just currently not high. At this point, the unicorn, who you've still not figured out the name of, because none of you asked yet, is petting Seabreeze's mane, trying to calm her down because she's convinced she was going to get eaten. So, do you open the door?
I'm going to let somebody who's armed do that.
I will go up with 10mm submachine gun in mouth and motion for Naota to at least open the door.
Naota peeks her head inside.
In this first room, there's nothing, but there's a second door to your right.
Huh. Trots right in.
Awesome. So, you found the first level of their armory.
Peeks inside.
Was this to
God.
the second door?
Yes.
Roll agility.
Why?
Because I want to see if you set off the tripwire. Awesome, you didn't.
Now the question is, does she see the tripwire?
Roll perception. Or traps also works.
I have that tagged.
No, that's fine. If you have it tagged, that also works. Yeah, awesome.
This-
You notice the tripwire.
What
You
does it
don't
lead
even
to?
set it off. What it leads to is, once again, a double barrel shotgun that's set on a desk over here.
That would hurt.
Brisk nods. Yeah, the boss didn't trust us, so we were only allowed to use the locked door.
She
So-
pulls out the kick dagger from the loot list and cuts the wire.
You do step out of the way of the door when you do this, don't you?
If you just cut the wire, it doesn't pull, so it won't cause the gun to go off.
Okay. So, gun doesn't go off. You now have access to the full armory. In the first room that you searched, Blueberry, you did actually manage to find a pretty beat up service rifle, but as Violet goes to take a look at it, she falls into it and she ends up breaking the grip. So you now have a service rifle at 20% condition. Anybody searching the room, make 2 luck checks because there's 2 rooms. Also, you have the double barrel shotgun with 2 buckshot shells. For fuck's sake, no training.
What the hell? That is legitimately 3 luck checks in a row.
You want to wait and see mine?
Just double check your thing, your sheets are right at the moment. I mean, I shouldn't see it, but that's weird that it's 3 in a row.
That's a 9 and I blew again. That's my 3rd roll that I rolled 9 or 10.
Yeah,
Then
high
made
roll
one.
20. Fuck you.
God.
What percent's the double barrel shotgun at?
What the fuck's going on with roll 20? Jesus. The double barrel shotgun is at roll 86.
I mean, I
There we
say
go.
fine.
Yeah, because I just
Joking.
rolled 20 D100s.
Roll 20 is being funky. So, let me actually do your checks here.
Roll
now.
20 being a beep. And I'm gonna crit fail every roll.
Just, I don't even know how to explain it. So, how many passes did we even get? So, we got 1 from Greece.
We got,
And we got
1
one
degree.
degree.
We got 2 degrees of pass.
Right, so you managed to recover the double barrel shotgun. And you also managed to recover, as well as the 2 already in the barrel, an additional 10 rounds to the double barrel. So this is all buckshot as well. So you have 12 gauge, yeah, it's 12 gauge.
And none of us stopped to look underneath the tarp that's hanging, covering the weapon rack.
What?
Making a joke. There is a tarp-covered weapon rack, and we don't look under the tarp.
Oh, right, okay, I see, sorry. So, you've been really, really unlucky. It seems like the raiders have managed to loot the weapons store at some point, and, well, it's mostly empty. You've only found the double-barrel shotgun, the ammunition for it, and you also found a frag grenade. And the door you're currently at, Violet, is locked from the inside, but you can just open it. It's just a latch lock.
How many 12 gauge shotgun shells did we find?
10 just lying around the room and 2 inside the barrel, so 12 total. Goddamn, rolled 28 shell tonight.
Well, it loved us last game.
Mayuda's gonna walk over to the unicorn. What's your name?
Oh, she'll kind of look for a moment down at you. I'm Rhythm Dancer.
Hi, River Dancer.
Rhythm.
Revan?
Rhythm.
Rhythm. Oh, okay.
Yes, sorry.
Your accent's a little thick.
I've noticed.
Here! She tosses her the 12 gauge shotgun and the 12 gauge shells.
Let me check her willpower real quick.
Fails, immediately shoots everyone.
No, just the one that's been doing cannibalism. No, she passed by 1. She doesn't shoot him.
She looks at the gun and thinks about it really hard.
Yeah, you see as you pass the gun to Amanda, you look at her, look at the gun, and then look at the back of Brisk, and then down at the gun, then back at Brisk, then down at the gun.
And Mayunda makes a motion. I won't say a word.
You encourage her, actually. Did you encourage her?
Raise a hoof to her lips in a shushing motion.
You know, you can't stealth.
Awesome.
You can't sneak and shoot somebody
No, but she
with a
filled the
shotgun
willpower now.
and people not notice.
You're terrible. You convinced her that it's a good idea to shoot the radar. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's minus 10 karma.
Yeah, that's a definite minus 10 karma for you, Mayunda. And she whiffs.
Did you take into account the plus 15 for point
Yes,
blank
I did.
range?
Yeah.
Wow, she has a 13 firearms?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's not for combat. I mean, her cutie mark is a musical note. So, you all hear the telltale sign of a double-barrel shotgun going off, but instead of hitting her target, she ends up just blasting the wall. How does everybody react as she goes to reload another 2 shells? Blueberry, we'll start with you.
Literally spins around instinctively and aims his gun.
Tom, what's Greasy doing?
Sorry, I told you I'll forget I am on push to talk.
Just turn it off then.
Grease will walk over, and as she tries to shut the shotgun, I'll put my hoof in it to where it'll close on my hand and jam it.
Yeah, she snaps it closed. Roll endurance to see if you how painful it is.
Oh, it's gonna hurt like hell. I've closed a double-barreled shotgun on my thumb.
Roll endurance to see how sore it is. If you do block her from reloading, but it's gonna hurt. Awesome. So, you can't help but let out a yelp in pain, but yeah, it's sore. It's really sore. You yelp.
I'm just gonna look at her and say, should he not be given a chance? I'm all for killing him, but if he wants to earn redemption, let's give him a chance.
I will point out at this point that Brisk, the raider, has decided to hide behind you, Blueberry. Violet, what's your reaction as you come back in to seeing Greasy getting the shotgun trapped on her hoof, and to seeing Brisk jump behind Blueberry, and a bunch of pellets just hitting, like, lying off this wall?
I'm disappointed. You can go.
She just snorts and stomps off.
Blueberry's just gonna say, okay, whose idea was it
Leave
to
the
give the victim-
IFF tag outside.
Excuse me, who gave you the right to tell her she can leave?
whose
If
idea
anybody
was it to
feels
give the
like,
victim-
countermanding that, by all means. But she just shot at somebody who's helped us out more than she's been able to.
Yes, she shot at her torturer. I think she has the right to determine if he deserves to live or not.
Who said he was the one that tortured her? He's just dressed like them and worked with them. If he actively tortured her, then fine. That's fair. But as far as I can tell, he was just in this for the drugs and food.
As I said, let's give him a chance at redemption. As I open the shotgun up to get my hoof out of it, I ask her, can we give him a chance?
Sorry, I'm just rolling willpower, 1 sec.
That's how I can countermand it.
Okay. She looks back at him, back at Greasy, back at him, back at Greasy. He doesn't deserve one, but... And she shudders. Seeing as you did get me out of here, I will...
I'm the one who killed your rapist.
She shudders and nods. Yes. And for that reason, I will let you decide.
As I said, the path to redemption is a long path. He falls off that path, he's going to get buried where he falls.
I'm just of the opinion that she has the right to decide on her own, but... And also, I kind of didn't want her to walk around unarmed anymore. I honestly didn't expect her to just flat out try to shoot him, though.
Liberty, what's your opinion on the disagreement?
Well, first off, he's going to ask whose bright idea was it to give the victim a shotgun next to someone associated with her attacker.
Raises hoof, very proud of it.
I see.
Glad I didn't give her my 9mm.
I mean, I thought it would be wise to have every pony be armed.
She sounds like Mississippi from the movie El Dorado.
I will point out, you're all trying really, really hard to let Brisk live. And I like it. I'm not complaining.
Oh, Mayuda still wants to break his kneecaps.
Fair, but everybody else is trying really hard to let him live. And I like it. Following
Blueberry is going to try and pick up Mionda and put her on his back so that he can keep a track of her.
Does Mayunda let... Does Mayunda let you do that?
I mean, whether she just lets him or not, he's going to try.
Mayunda, are you going to let him pick you up and put you on his back? V?
I'm gonna go with. She's going to immediately protest and ask a lot of questions.
Ask your questions. I want to know the questions. They're important.
Hey, what gives? Hey, what the hell? Put me down!
Apparently, you need to be
Don't touch me there!
watched while we're here.
If you don't want to be picked up, Mayunda, make a strength check. You'll make an opposed strength protect each other. If you don't mind being picked up, just don't do anything and let him pick you up. Brisk, however, not wanting to be shot and following the power of Boner, is chasing after Violet. Blueberry, make a strength check.
Fuck.
Awesome. So, the tiny squirming Zeeb kicks off your chest, does a flip, and lands, and just smiles smugly up at you.
You asked permission to pick me up, or I volunteer.
Wait, what?
She looks at you. Ask permission to pick me up, or I volunteer. Not the other way around.
Fine.
Violet, what are you doing?
She stares at him expectingly.
I'm just moving through the place, looking for any other medical supplies that might have been tainted so that we can prevent that from getting used. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing my best to keep an eye peeled for whoever may remain in this facility.
Okay. Sorry, Blueberry, you cut off there because I thought you still finished. Go ahead.
He's going to look down at Mionda for a moment and then just say, "Can I pick you up?"
You need to buy her flowers first.
She makes a face.
Hold on a second, Fee. Hold on a second, Fee. Did you say that in character?
We're in
Me?
different
Yeah.
rooms, I'm pretty sure.
No, she's standing
Oh,
right
wait,
next-
no.
Tom, did she say that in character?
Yes, I did.
Okay, awesome. Continue, Fee.
Did he say what in character?
He said that...
You have to buy her flowers first.
I don't like flowers. Buy me herbs.
Blueberry's just going to look at Grease like, "Are you crazy?"
Humor. You don't have that?
Alright, fine. You can pick me up, but if I want down, you let me down.
Puts her on his back, which I'm pretty sure he's big enough that she can just literally stand on his back.
Yeah, she's pipsqueak. She can stand.
And now I have to do this. Hi-ho, Blueberry!
Rolls his eyes and starts heading towards the rest of the group.
Adagio.
Well, I'm going to pop open the door to my right.
Roll me Are you just looking into the room?
Yep.
Perception. Cool. So, as you look in, you see a bunch of hospital beds. Some of them have their curtains drawn, some of them don't. But it has a few machines in there. All the machines are more or less scrap at this point. The raiders have just been beating on them with pipes or bats or something, really. But yeah, it's a patient room. Roll luck if you want to search.
Jesus, where's Mayhem when we need him?
That's actually a pass.
Awesome. You find 5 doses of medics.
Ah, that is my 4th failure, or 5th failure.
You find diddly fuck. In fact, no, actually, I'm gonna move you. So not only do you find diddly fucking squat, as you open one of the curtains to search, Grease, you find a skeleton on the bed.
A skeleton, as in all the flesh is gone.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the token for it right now.
By the way, nobody add the 5 doses of medics to the loot list because Violet is going to be keeping those.
For her own consumption, huh?
No, she's the doctor.
I imagine she would probably also test them.
Well, yeah.
I found the token.
My endo will test them for you.
Oh god, that's a really big skeleton.
Oh god, why?
We found a Titan!
So, Myanda, you failed. As you go to pull back a curtain, you also find our skeleton. This one is chained to the bed. Like it's got hoof cuffs and it has been attached to the bed.
Hello.
Holy shit!
Myunda takes the hoof cuffs.
It's like so. There's like a rail to the bed, and the bone. It's attached to the bone on one side. You can slide it off the bone, that's fine, but you would have to detach it from the actual bed where it's cuffed on.
She will break the bed.
Okay, I won't make you roll anything. You fucking smash the bed just to get those hoof cuffs.
Damn, Skippy.
Okay, give me a second, Blueberry. Because I was not fucking expecting that.
I mean, with the amount of luck checks we've done so far, we were bound to hit a 1 at some point.
Not me.
Somebody was.
Then again, you are doing a lot of searching, so it's kind of to be expected for a lot of luck checks. So, as you go and pull back another one of the curtains, you do find another skeleton. But on the skeleton, somehow it hasn't degraded over time, and you're not really sure why, somebody in a hospital bed is wearing it. You can only really guess at the reasons why, but it is wearing a Ministry of Peace mop suit. It's like a mop cape.
Basically a chemical suit.
It's not a chemical suit, it's just the cape part. So a cloak, sorry, that's the word. It's a chemical cloak.
Okay. I'm gonna grab it. Hand it to our doctor.
You hand it to the doctor.
So, what am I getting?
A Ministry of Peace mop cloak. Essentially, it will protect you from any chemical warfare. And I think it also has other bonuses like rad resistance, but I would have to double check it in the book.
I believe it's 20% to all resistance.
I think so. I'm pulling it up right now. Regardless, it's being handed to you. %, all resistances, no DT bonus, wave 5. Do you accept it, or do you tell them no? Or what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'll take it and hold on to it. It'll be useful later.
Okay. Are you going to search the next room?
Yeah, it can't hurt. By the way, Pip, I open
Yeah.
up the screen. I see the skeleton. Shut the screen. I shut the curtain.
Fair enough. So, same deal again, Violet. It's another patient room. Although, as you entered, this time you noticed it said cancer patients. Wait, no, you failed that. Never mind, you didn't see the cancer patient sign. And as you roll your luck, once again you pull back the curtain, and skeleton. Skeletons everywhere. Each bed has a skeleton on it. If anybody else wants to search a room, roll luck.
So I have I have 4 sets of hoof cuffs.
Yes, there was one for each limb.
Awesome.
I'm not sure it was a good idea to give you those, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, I made one.
Kinky.
Yeah, that's exactly the idea I was thinking.
Nope. Nope.
Chris.
I have an idea. Pip's gonna hate it, but I have an idea.
Okay, we'll see where this goes. As you search the room, Greasy, you go up to one of the bedstands and you find 2 doses of Radaway.
Who found the rat away? Me?
Yep, you're the only one that passed. Oh wait, no, Blueberry passed. Sorry, I missed that. You found 2 doses of Radaway. Blueberry, you found a dose of Radex.
Okay. I hand it to the doctor.
I give 1 dose of rat away to the doctor, as if that's all I found.
Sneaky.
Sly. Unless somebody's going to declare the actions, you can go to the next room. Although Violet, you have Seabreeze snuggling into your main.
I get dragged back on. Oh, we're in another room. I should roll luck again.
Oh, fuck off.
Yes, finally.
I'm more annoyed because I wasn't expecting that.
I sent you a message, by the way. You're gonna tell me to fuck off harder.
Yes, and I will go over how the stats for that later. But yes, you can do that. That's not a problem. Sorry, so you got a nat 1. Oh, God damn it. So, you go up and you start searching one of the skeletons because you're not fazed by that at all. And within its ribcage, you find a ball of moonshine.
Awesome. I pocket it.
Cool. What are you all doing now? Also, Fee, you're terrible for that idea, but I love it at the same time.
I'm now carrying 14 pounds of booze.
You should drink some of it. I want to see
Probably.
drunk Mayunda.
Mayunda is currently sober.
Well, I want to see her drunk. Because I imagine it would be very amusing. Anyway, please continue.
Let's keep going. Which way did you say you heard machine gun fire as we continue searching? And again,
Points north.
And I finally realized since I worked with machinery, I take my earplugs out.
Resumes writing blueberry.
That sounds wrong.
Blueberry, is it good for you?
Jesus.
You're all terrible. If you search a room, yep. It's the same deal again, Violet. And you passed this one, yay.
Mayundo will take this opportunity to put one of the ragged cloaks around Seabreeze and stick a leather helmet on her.
She gets really, really snuggled up inside that little cloak, and it's basically like a massive blanket on her because she's the same size as you, and she smells out from under it as you put the helmet on her. You can see her tail swishing under the cloak.
Pats her. There. Now you're less like now. If things go bad, you just hide under the cloak, and we'll come get you when it's all done.
She smiles. She's beaming at you. Okay, I can do that. She proceeds to
You just
snuggle
gave her
into
cookies.
Violet. That is in effect what you've just done. So she now snuggles in her little blanket on Violet, and she is the happiest fucking filly you've ever seen. Sorry, your luck rolls, right. Who passed? You passed. So, Blueberry, as you pull back the curtain, you find a super healing potion. Just the
I
one.
do.
You do.
I hand it to the doctor.
I have a feeling I'm going to hear that sentence a lot tonight.
I have a medicine of 11.
This is a fucking hospital. You're not looking in the raid areas. You're looking in the only medical areas right now.
I have a medicine skill of 11.
So, you do that. Mayunda, you find a bottle of what's it called? Forever Pure?
Oh God! I found a bottle of fucking cleaner, of fucking bowel cleaner.
Yeah. You find a bottle of that. And grease on the table. You can only assume that the raiders were using this as a gambling room because you find a bunch of chips and a set of cards and some cigarettes. So you find 2 packets of cigarettes, a deck of playing cards, and about 100 chips.
Are
As
the
in
chips
gambling
the same as
chips.
caps?
I mean, you could probably sell them to a trader if you wanted.
Okay. 100 chips, pack of cigarette. I take one out, put it in my mouth, but I don't light it.
2 packets of cigarettes,
2 packs
And-
of cigarette.
and a deck of playing cards. All 52 cards are there. They're just a little bit bent. And Violet, you find 2 additional healing potions.
Okay. I give them a cursory glance. Do they look tainted?
Nah, as far as you can tell, they look fine. I mean, you'd have to analyze them properly to be sure, but it looks fine. James, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No perception to see if you can hear them all breaking shit. Okay, apparently not. Everybody else, please continue. You can make strength checks at this point now, James, to try and break out from your binds. The raiders in your room are very much dead. Roll me 2 strength checks. Holy shit, you know that one. If you're going to search in a room, just roll your luck. I'm just going to throw James these tokens down now, since how he's just got a nat fucking one.
I've passed my luck check. Do I find my? Do I find the lockbox?
One sec. Right, so I'm just going to quickly jump to James, seeing as how he's been kind of sitting patiently for an hour and you have been in the other direction. So, James, the machine gun in your room had mysteriously just came out of the roof tile, started shooting the shit out the raiders, and didn't seem to shoot you. You can't really tell why, but as you were laying on the bed, bound, it just seemed to ignore you.
Okay.
So, you managed to pass your strength check. So, the ropes that had you tied down, you managed to bust open, and you managed to untie yourself after that point. So, in the room, one of the raiders was wearing your gear, and the others just had raider armor and a lead pipe and a monkey wrench.
Okay, I will proceed to retrieve my gear from said raider and search the room for, and then research the room again for anything valuable. So I need to roll another luck check.
Yes. Okay, sorry. Back to everybody else. So the room you're in, is... what was that? So it just seems to be a passageway. It's just a vestibule. There's nothing interesting. There's a couple of weighing benches, but really not much of interest. A couple of needles lying around, empty used needles are lying around where the raiders have been getting high. Pardon me. What were your luck checks? Blueberry, you step on a needle. Roll me luck again. Yeah, roll luck again to see if you get an infection. Awesome, you're not infected with anything. It just really hurts. Then again, you have an endurance of like 12. Violet, you failed to see the needle, so please roll a second luck check. However, for one you did pass, you find, let me just roll, 2 dash inhalers. Unused, 2 doses of dash. You do, however, manage to avoid stepping on any needles. And you rolled a luck 9? Jesus. Could everybody but James roll perception, please? James, as you are searching for the boxes where you've seen them going in and out, you managed to drop one off a shelf. And Maenda hears the crash. Violet also hears the crash. Very distinctly. It is definitely coming from that
Get in
room.
the booze hole.
Reese, you hear fuck all.
What?
What?
Mayunda has just taken out a beer and was about to pop the cap and then heard a crash and was like, oh, god damn. Really? Really? She still drinks the beer.
Shotguns it.
Liberty, you also pass, so you hear a dull thud in another room. You're not an addict.
Yet.
Yet. That is a good point.
We all know it's eventually going to happen.
We all do, but it's okay. So, what do you all do? Now that you just heard something go thud, crash, and bang. And the room that you were
Hi-ho,
all pretty sure-
Blueberry!
Who's to find out?
If you're going to investigate, just move your tokens. So, Blueberry, do you just kick down that door or do you open it slowly?
I barrel through.
You barrel through. Awesome. So, I'll set the scene for you all. As you crash through the door, Blueberry, you come into a turret. It's slowly panning around the room, following what are you again? A unicorn, light blue unicorn and coat, with a brown and grey streak through his mane. His cutie mark is a sun. His eye colours are green. He seems a bit scrawny, but overall he seems fine. You also find 3 very dead raiders with lots of bullet holes punched through them. James, you're in there, you're looting the room, you're trying to find that box that you saw them all going in and out of, and suddenly the door fucking smashes open with a massive bang, and a massive blue earth pony comes running through with a tiny zebra. You honestly think it's a child. A tiny zebra with a sledgehammer in her mouth, riding on his back.
Hi-ho, Blueberry!
I'm terribly sorry. Who are you?
I'm Blueberry. Who are you?
I'm Sundance. I'm a scholar. I don't believe I know where I am here. Could you please help me?
Before you do any further, Sundancer, my voice is cracked, everybody. Sundancer, there's a raider coming up behind them.
Hey! What's that doing here?
He's with us.
Uh, okay. If you say so. I believe they locked my valuables in here. I can't seem to find it. Could you please help me?
Miranda hops down. Is he still tied up?
No, he broke free.
Miranda hops down, walks up to him, and offers him a pack of Fancy Buck snack cakes and a beer.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I definitely do need to calm my nerves a bit. I'll take those off your hooks, sir. Thank you.
She smells of booze.
Violet.
Aye. Of the beer, wasn't it?
Yep.
I scull the beer.
Roll addiction,
Violet.
2% chance.
Yeah, roll addictions. Violet.
Hmm.
This unicorn that you've walked in on, you can see. Roll me medicine actually before you. Yeah, roll me medicine real quick.
I rolled an 82. I take it I'm not addicted yet?
How much is an addiction chance for beer again? I can't remember.
2%.
2%. Nah, you're fine.
Okay. Quite refreshing. I kind of needed that. Thank you.
So, Violet, as you look him over, You can see he has rope burns on his legs. He's also got significant bruising on his torso, around his chest and stomach. And there's also several cigarette burns in his fur that burn through to his skin.
Give me just a moment. Because I'm going to cast Restoration on him. So, Sundance, you can see the token that I'm using, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, she walks right up to you without any hesitation, puts a hoof to your side, and starts to cast a spell.
Oh, but what? No.
Oh,
Thank
just
you.
let her. She's a doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's 24 hit points recovered, and any superficial wounds are healed over that period of time.
Awesome. So, Tom has muted himself, so I'm guessing Tom's been dragged away because he did say someone was coming to buy something. So, just so you're much clearer on what's happening now. So, after you've had the very large blue pony and the tiny zebra burst through the door, the raiders came up behind them. There's a mare that is also following behind with a double-barrel shotgun, constantly glaring at the back of the raider. An orange rust-coloured, I think it's an earth pony, has also wandered in. And on the back of the mare, who you're pretty sure is on fire, there's just this tiny bundle of rags.
Am I? Okay. Hello to all of you. I still need to find my gear. It's in this room somewhere. I just don't know where.
Huh. We'll find it. Ghost hunting gear.
Everybody roll luck.
No, I've had enough bad luck.
Hi.
Blueberry walks right over. Is this?
Is this it?
Oh my
As a
God.
note, Mayunda is going under every table, every desk, every little nook and cranny of this room, and she can fit in all of them.
She can fit under all of it, but if she rolled on that one anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. So dumb. You gonna roll as well, Tom?
No, I'm passing.
You're
I've had
passing?
enough bad luck.
Okay, that's fair. James, what about you?
I'll roll as well.
Somebody has an 8 luck.
Yes. That means I have 8 degrees of success right now.
That's 1 degree of failure on my part.
Well, I mean, the dungeon loot box was in this room anyway. You got a nat 1, so yeah, you find that. But anyway, so we'll start with Mayunda. Oh no, we'll start with the 2 failures because that's easier. Sundance and Violet. You both searched the bed where Sundance was tied up, and you find diddly fuck, but the rope he was used to be tied, he was tied up with. Sorry, spit that out. You find the rope he was tied up with, as well as empty doses of Med-X and burned out cigarettes that they've obviously been burning with.
I'll take the rope.
It's fairly frayed and a bit damaged because he did rip it, but I mean, it's usable. You could get use out of it still. There's also blood on it. Mayunda, as you are going through, you find, just let me roll. You find 2 doses of rage and the bottle of Wild Pegasus.
So, 2 doses of rage. And you said that we found the rope he was tied up with?
Yes, Violet found that and has taken that. And I'm just rolling these real quick, give me one moment. So, Liberty.
Yeah.
As you go searching for the room, you notice that there's something a bit off about. I know it's a bare skin on this, but it's basically a bit of bed sheeting that they've thrown down for when they're high as fuck and they need somewhere to lie down. You notice there's something off about it, and then you shift it, only to reveal that there's a small dugout bit inside the concrete, or in the floor tile, sorry, and they've put a chest in there. Brisk kind of looks at the corpses and then looks at this little hidden box and goes, huh, I didn't know that was there.
Oh, well, what do you know? I checked the lock.
It is unlocked. Within, just let me see what your starting gear was. It's real quick, James. So, inside, you find the magical energy pistol, leather armor reinforced, a security helmet, and 20 gem packs, all in mint condition.
Yes, that would be what they took from me. Thank you for that.
As well as this, you find a light flamer in 86% condition. Sorry, I'm just going through my things again, sorry. So yeah, you found a light flamer and you found 60 flamer fuel. You also found 2 cleavers, one at 80%, one at 60%. 5.56 ammo, 20 rounds. A switchblade, 100% condition. A metal baseball bat, 98% condition. And you also found a super healing potion.
I give the potion to the doctor.
Hold on, so that was a metal bat, a switchblade. What was the first couple things?
A
Light flamer, 2 cleavers.
2 cleavers.
And 60 flamer fuel.
60 flamer fuel, 20 rounds of 5.56.
I take the 5.56.
Okay, so I've got baseball bat, metal, switchblade, 60 flamer fuel, and a light flamer added to the list. And 2 cleavers.
Awesome. And I'm assuming you picked up your own gear, James.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, run! No.
Okay, did anybody die yet?
No, not yet. You just finished looting a room.
The room looting is real.
Yeah, he's done a lot of looting.
Welcome to 75% of what a playthrough of Fallout is.
That is true.
It's a loot fest!
So I will point out, because I didn't notice it at first, there is a door up here to go out to the courtyard, but you do not have to take it. I'm just pointing out because I failed to notice it. Also, my roll 20 just crashed.
Well then. I'm looking at the Crimson fucker Twitter because fucking Alucard, and some of his older stuff is kind of funny. There's water on Mars, boring at NASA. Check back with me when you find blood.
I forgot what time we started at. What time did we start at tonight?
About an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
I need to wrap up in about 10-15 minutes so I can get to the gym.
All right.
Have a good workout, Fee.
We'll try.
Cool. What are you doing now?
Well, Mayunda's gonna ask if we want to go check the rest of the hospital.
We might as well.
Can't hurt too much.
Yes, I will accompany you. Safety in numbers and all that.
Tries to sneak out the door, fails horribly. Actually, something horrible happens, like the door falls off the hinges.
Opens the door, leans on it. Yeah. Crash.
No, the door doesn't crash, but as you do step out into an open courtyard, instead of, you going into super sneaky zebra mode, a turret swings round, looks at you, sees the IFF tag, so it doesn't shoot you, but it does state Zebra Infiltrator Scum detected very loudly for everyone to hear.
I'm gonna jump in front.
Turret!
Oh, mate, that was incredibly rude of you. Please apologise.
The turret looks at Sundancer. Patients should not be out of bed when security system is in lockdown. Please return to your bed. It keeps pointing at you, but it doesn't shoot you.
Yeah. No.
Violet will step forward. I am his acting physician at the moment. Stand down.
The turret accepts this and goes back to just panning left and right. So, after the turret stops pointing at you all, Seabreeze pokes her head out of her little rag bundle, turns around and looks at the pony, and then looks back down to Mayunda. Why don't the robots like you?
Because back when ponies and zebras were trying to kill each other, all the robots were programmed to hate zebras.
Do I notice this, or should I roll perception?
No, you're walking behind Violet. In fact, yes, roll perception to see if you're staring at Violet's ass or if you notice the filly. If your character's straight, that is. Is he straight? Okay.
Nope.
Your character is straight, right? Just for clarification, your character is straight, or at least interested in mares. James?
Yes?
Your character is interested in females, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of noticing the tiny Pegasus filly poke her head out and talk to Mayunda, you're just busy staring at that unicorn ass.
He's focused on the plot.
He is focused on the plot.
I mean, it is a Charisma 10 plot.
Yeah.
I blush slightly and then I look away.
No, you got a 10. You will continue to look. You're fascinated.
So essentially, I'm hypnotized by it.
Yes.
Got it.
Mayunda will jump up and boop the snoot of the tiny Pegasus.
She giggles.
See? Zebras aren't bad. We're just different.
Misunderstood.
The filly just kind of continues to giggle. But you're really nice. I like you. You're my sized.
She's fun-sized.
Oh god, that has terrible implications.
Did the grease monkey just call me fun-sized?
She did.
I will show you fun size.
That also has
Snorts
implications.
indignantly.
Yeah. There's gonna be an orgy going on eventually. I can just feel it in my bones. Anyway.
So wait, quick question. Amstar had valid, wasn't it?
Yes, the flaming unicorn doctor.
I proceed to walk to the door and open it for her. Please, allow me.
Oh, you didn't even let me let
Oh,
you
boy.
say roll perception, you fuck. So, because you declared it, before Brisk can actually say anything, you just hear him make a noise as if he's about to talk. And now please roll me agility.
Well, he's dead.
You lucky motherfucker. So let me throw down the token real quick.
That'll have to be to roll a 10 and then get blasted by a shotgun.
Well, see, I was hypnotized by the club.
So, as you open the door, you hear the telltale sign beep 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 of a landmine going off. You got that one, so you immediately close the door and throw everybody back out of the way. There's a dull boom. The doors kind of start to smoke a little, and you hear lots of shrapnel getting embedded in the wood, but nobody's hurt.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that. I should pay attention more.
Mahunda walks up. You're so focused on flirting that you almost got us all killed. Congrats.
Brisk pipes up with this. Yeah, we put the landmine in there because the resident there is really just, yeah. He's savage.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Well, so there's somebody in here that's savage.
Brisk shrugs. Well, I mean, it's not really a him. He's his mind. He takes a moment. So, like, have you ever seen a ghoul, but the ghoul just seems to not want to die? Yeah, that's what this thing is. And when we get bored, we kind of throw him ponies.
So you have a feral in there.
Yeah, but like, he's not a normal feral.
Would Sundance know anything about this?
I mean, you can roll me academics and lore if you wish. No fucking way.
Holy shit.
Fuck you. Seriously, I wasn't even sure if I should let you have that in the fucking that one. Are you kidding me? So, as he goes on in his description, and because what I'm going to tell you anyway, please roll medicine as well, Dagio. Just to see if you can figure it out from the description.
That's two now ones in a row, isn't it?
Yes, it is. How? No, roll medicine again. Because that's bullshit. That annoys me. I'm really annoyed. Oh, fuck off, roll 20. So, how? That's not making any sense. So, as Brisk goes on to give you the description of this particular ghoul, he explains that it seems to have a lot more muscle mass than it should, and that it seems to have a degree of, if it's left alone overnight, even without radiation, it seems to heal, and that it's a lot bigger and stronger than the normal ghoul. You, James, I don't know how you managed to piece it together, and the taint specialist doctor hasn't, but you managed to figure out that whatever this creature is has been, in some degree, you think, affected by IMP.
Yeah, it's a fair girl, alright, but he seems to be under the effects of IMP. Although I don't know to the degree if it is, but it's certainly a plausible case.
That would explain the tainted medication. Can I smash it?
Brisk actually grins at this. You should totally try.
Brisk,
Nods. Yes.
you're going to help her.
His look of smug grin disappears and is replaced with, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And he turns around and looks at you. No. I think we should leave.
No, I say we go in.
Yeah, I think Tom has a point. We should probably put a pause on it here.
I've got...
Yeah, before we get started on something.
Yeah, that's fair.